Hey everyone, so I know it's been a while, so here we are with an update video on my 2021 Elantra Nline. As many of you know, I bought this car April of 2021, just before the car prices kind of got out of hand and the market. It's just been insane the last 2 years. And I've driven this car 25,000 miles in mixed use over the last 2 years, 25,000 miles per year. And between highway driving to work, sporty driving on the weekends, road trips, everything. And this car, honestly, has been great to me. I'm on my second set of tires, my first set of brakes, and I will probably need a set of brakes by the end of the year. But as far as consumables, that's where we're at. We're currently on DSW 06s, Continental all-season tires. They've been good to me so far. They get less gas mileage than my previous set, the Hankook all seasons that the car came with, but these tires are still fine. So obviously I just told you that this car has been great to me, but guess what? Something is broken, and that happens to be my backup camera. So what happened with this is I noticed as the weather got warmer, on hot days when I leave my car in the sun, not that that's too often, but if I'm in and out of stores, it just, you know, it sits outside, obviously, not at the garage at home or garage at work. And so with that being said, I got in my car, popped it into reverse, and my backup camera was basically like a TV on a channel that doesn't exist, where it makes the, you know, the white noise is what you call it. And so it does that. It gives me a like black screen sometimes, and sometimes it gives me like a pink screen, but regardless, it's broken. And of course I took it to the dealer a few weeks ago, and I took it there, and of course, guess what? Actually, we'll go straight. And guess what? It worked. Because whenever you try to bring in a broken car to the dealer, you can never seem to replicate the problem. And so that's what happened to me. So anyways, my service manager still was able to honor it. We're getting close to the 60,000 mile mark, which is with the bumper to bumper warranty, which covers like electronics and things like that that typically don't break in the first 60,000 miles of owning a car, obviously. Whereas the 100,000 mile warranty, which Hyundai is pretty known for along with Kia, that warranty only covers the powertrain. And so with that being said, since I'm getting close to that mark, my dealer allowed me to just be able to order a camera. They're not going to charge me for it because they don't want me to end up paying, you know, $1,000 plus for a new camera, which that was the price she told me. And so where are we at with this process? So we are currently waiting for our new camera, and in the meantime I'm just driving with the car and dealing with it how it is. 90% of the time the camera doesn't work, 10% of the time obviously it does. But in that 90% of the time where it doesn't work, I gotta admit, I'm so used to the backup camera now, I've definitely become worse at, you know, just turning my head and backing up that way. But I will also say, because of the C-pillars in this car, and in the way the rear view sits, it's kind of higher up. You know, because we got that like sportback style. I really have no visibility. So without my backup camera, sometimes you can just not really understand the spatial awareness of, you know, how your car is. Like if you're backing up towards a curb, you don't really know where your tires are. So it can be kind of sketchy sometimes. I really can't wait for my backup camera to be back, but regardless, it's not a huge issue. So other than that, this car has still been good to me. Right now it's obviously very dirty, but there's still no creaks, no rattles in here. I will say that if I put enough pressure on my center console on hot days, that expanded plastic, because it's so hot out, it does give me a crackling, but right now when I'm putting pressure on it, nothing's happening. So clearly that's just something that comes with the warmer weather. So another question you might ask me when I'm sitting behind the CR-V is, do I still love this car? Do I still enjoy it? Would I rather have something else? Would I rather be driving something else? The answers are all yes. So with that being said, obviously I do love this car. I enjoy my Elantra Nline just as most people do that have bought one. Some people love the manual transmission one, some people love the DCT one that I have. But so although I still love this car, I do just want something new. You know, over time you get bored with what you're driving, and that's just natural. Whereas, you know, some people have 2 or more cars. That just obviously caters to the fact that you can keep them longer because you won't get bored of one, because when you're bored of one, you go in the other one, and then, you know, you switch things up. But driving one car for everything kind of ruins the fun in it a little bit, because when I'm driving this car all week in stop and go traffic, the last thing I want to do is take it out on the weekend and enjoy it. So it's been a little difficult, because I'd really love to, you know, go buy a Miata and complement this car with that, have this as my daily driver, like a convertible Miata as my weekend car. And obviously I'm really itching for a manual transmission at this point, but it doesn't make sense with my daily commute, because if you saw the type of traffic I sit in every day, you would not want to drive manual in it either. I know, I'm just being a baby and I should sacrifice my whole life to just drive manual transmission, and I should save the manuals even though 2% of the car market is made up of them. And most people who even comment that stuff don't own manuals themselves, so I should definitely sacrifice my daily commute and suffer with a manual transmission just so I can have a few hours on the weekend with that car. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be bitter, but anyways, what would I buy if I were to go back into the car market right now and trade this thing in? So the Carfax, the Kelley Blue Book value of this car, it's about $20,000. With that being said, I could probably afford to go up to 35, maybe 40 for my next car. So obviously things like the Supra, the 2.0, which we've reviewed for this channel, that would be something that really interests me. Actually, let's stay on this way. However, I don't think that car would fit into my daily life as much as I'd want it to. The seats are just uncomfortable. It's not practical. I could also go and get an Elantra N. Obviously, you guys have known, I've talked about those cars a ton, the Elantra N and the Kona N. I will say though, I don't know if I'm gonna continue on and get another Hyundai. I think I'm itching for a different experience, and although the Elantra N is much faster than this car, I don't want to buy the same car just with a different powertrain and a couple other performance parts. I think I'm really itching for a new experience, so maybe that would be like a pre-owned M340i, which would probably be, you know, close to $50,000, and I don't think I can quite get there yet. Or we could even go, you know, pre-owned Genesis G70. I really like those. The new Mustang definitely intrigues me. The GTs, obviously. It really just depends where I'm at with my price point in the given moment, but I think the next car will be next year. So anyways, I don't have much else to talk about regarding this car that I haven't already mentioned in my previous videos, so please go watch those as well. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'm basically available 24/7 to answer your guys' questions on my YouTube channel. I have the app on my phone, so feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know if you have any questions regarding the Elantra Nline or any future car purchase you are looking to make. I've driven quite a bit of cars, so feel free to ask me anything you'd like. With that being said, stay tuned for more videos. I'm in the process of getting more cars for you guys to experience with me. Just the problems have been I get a lot of no's. It's not for a lack of trying. I go to a ton of dealerships and ask them if they're, you know, gauge their interest, but just things haven't been going in my favor recently, but we'll get back on track soon, guys, I promise. All right, anyways, take care. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.